I want to make a prayer, everybody. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. After meditation this morning, I had to do this video just so I can go back to doing the morning warrior mindsets, daily fight devotions. When we think of the warrior's mindset, to me personally, it is what I had to do to get to this point in my life. And it's still a day-to-day fight. I don't think we ever arrive or graduate from personal development. It's an ongoing process to just find the best version of yourself. And 61 years old, man, never thought I would live to see these moments in my life. What I recognize is that we all still have things, shortcomings and character defects that hopefully we can slow down long enough to realize that we have to deal with. Excuse me. And I know I still have them, and I'm asking God daily to remove them, but we have to work on it. And me getting up this morning, I think it was like 2:26. And I always get up at 3 a.m. Took some time during the New Year, Christmas time and all of that to really relax and plan and have family time. And now my body and mind and spirit is back to, okay, it's time to grind. But do not allow yourself to become a slave to the grind. Do not allow yourself to find unbalance, regardless of what people, places, and things are doing. Do not allow it to enslave you, stress you out, and lose focus, that balance, that deep breath. So during the first week of January for the Warrior's Mindset, which the book reflects on, let's talk about the first week. Honesty. It is about being honest with yourself. That's so important. Expressing oneself. To your own self, be real. Look deep within your own soul to see your strengths, shortcomings, and character defects. What I just talked about. Honesty. Honestly ask God to guide you and rid you of these defects and strengthen you for the service of other people, so you can be the light and you can be an example for them to see that that's the battle. I know I do martial arts, but the external kicks and punches and titles and all that stuff, man, that's a byproduct of what's real. And what's really real is what's inside yourself. Personal development, love for oneself, being honest with oneself. This week, I will honestly express myself in order to get honest feedback from the universe and find authentic growth. You know, so what I realized is also, and I learned working with Brother D in the group called Who Are You, was that we call it crosstalk, when people are being honest about where they're at and they're authentically expressing themselves. It's so important for others that are around to be conscious of your feedback. Is it going to destroy? Is it going to hurt? Is it going to be beat down? People don't honestly always have to give other people feedback that are expressing themselves. I had to learn that myself. A lot of times, you know, I used to always be thinking while people are talking, and when I get excited about something, I want to cut them off. I want to engage. I want to have the last word. When someone's honest, and I'm speaking from experience, if Brother D and the people around me did not allow me to honestly express myself without judging me or giving me, but you know, should have did this, should have did that. That's not called for. Sometimes people just need to get it out. It's like being in a gym. It's like shadow boxing, man. Your honesty is about shadow boxing. Getting out that, you know, those things, those shortcomings, those things that God is allowing you to reveal and bring in front of you so you can look at them. And a lot of times when you get it out, which not a lot of times, it's the truth. Once you get it out, you're now free from it. It's in front of you. You can deal with it. Or you can just leave it there. what I'm talking about with the warrior's mindset, I had to deal with all those things. I had to work on them, recognize them, find the opposite. If it was negative, I had to find the positive. And I had to work on those positives. And I still do those things today. I mean, this year, man, is going on over 36 years of being clean and sober. I mean, it's not, I mean, it's like having a black belt. A black belt's just a beginner that never quit. I can't quit. All I have is just for the day. And it's so important for me to remember that. You know, one of the things I did, I was getting a little overwhelmed about something this morning. I honestly had to step back and think about, I call it the 7-second rule. And I used to do this all the time, even before I learned out about the 5-second rule, because I used to always make the serenity prayer when I felt overwhelmed and felt anxiety settling in, and I would say it 7 times. And by the time I got to around 5 or 6, I would be relieved of that pressure. And today I did 9, completion, you know, the number 9. And I just count back. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can. Remember, I'm counting backwards. 7, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can. 6, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage and the wisdom to know the difference. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, and the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And one more, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. The other thing, think about it. I probably made a mistake, but I didn't stop. I kept going. You know, it's not about perfection. It's about action. It's about progress. It's about, that's that honesty, man, constantly moving forward. We don't know what's going to come on the other side, but to me, I got to leave the results up to God. So that's the warrior's mindset. I'm getting back to doing this. You know I used to do it during COVID, and it helped so many people. It helped me. Most importantly, it helped me. And when it helps me, it helps other people. And when I help other people, it helps me. You know, it's a give and take type of relationship. So I hope everybody is being honest with themselves, you know. But who am I? That's only a suggestion. I'm talking about me. I'm being honest with myself. And that's why I'm doing this right now. Hope everybody continue to have a great day. Want to end with a serenity prayer. Once again, God grant us serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And please bless those that are out there. God bless all of us, God. Allow us to work together. Be united for the ultimate purpose. The ultimate purpose is yours. Trying to change the world, each individual at a time, each child at a time. I beg of you, God. We beg of you, God. Please unite us and make us and allow us to work together for your good, your purpose, your why, God. Who we are is your gift to us. And what we do with this gift is our gift back to you. Peace and blessings to everyone.